Hello guys, and welcome to part 3 of my look at the Operations Playtest in Regiments. Today we're going to be continuing with Phase 4 of Operation Firebird, where we're going to be moving on to the Kirchhain Air Force base and trying to take that off the NATO forces. So that's going to be setting us up for the next target, which is the airfield. The enemy forward defensive lines have been breached and the Germans are rushing reserves into the sector. Only defeat awaits them here, but stay aware of your flanks. Meeting engagements are unpredictable. Secure the airfield to advance to the final stage of the operation. That's what we're doing now. And you can see what's happened over the phases so far and which basically places in each of the phases we've taken. So that's pretty cool. But we have 250 points left to spend, and we need to choose where we want to put those. So I don't think we necessarily need to reinforce any units in particular right now. They all seem relatively okay. So I think what I'm probably going to do, since Tambov is maxed out, and I don't think I'm going to push Damask to the max just yet, I'm probably going to add a third task force. If I were to put Damask to the max, it would be BMP2s taking over from the BMP 1PKs, and we'd have 4 of those, and of course we'd get the extra Sunnies. But I think what would be better is if we grab the Molot Armoured Task Force. This Armoured Task Force can be upgraded to bring in T-80Us, which will be fantastic for use against the Leopards that we've been bumping into. So we'll grab those, and we'll call them in. And that's going to give us 2 extra cards of the T-64s. One's a B1, one's a B1V. I can, of course, upgrade these when I get the extra operational authority, but not for now. I could put the extra operational authority into maxing out Damask, but I think I'm eventually going to save it. Although, does it really matter if I save it? Probably not. I'm going to max them out now, because I don't need to spend it on anything else. And in this mission, I'm likely to pick up some extra operational authority so we can push up Molot or actually add some extra deployment points and so on. So that's what we're going to do. The Kirchhain Air Force base is our target. Let's go to events. We have air superiority left. And after we choose this card, every stage after this will have different cards. So we'll have to make use of those. See how we get on. All right.
Objective received.
So these are our objectives. These are the 6 points we need to capture in order to get our victory points. We can capture the ones on the flanks in order to get extra operational authority. So we'll likely go for the attack round the bottom side here, I think, because this is worth so much operational authority, and then we can finish off the rest of the airfield in the battle after. So we'll start on the right hand side. I'm going to bring in Shilka from the start. We'll bring in my BMP2s, of course, with the assault engineers. I'm going to bring in my artillery, both of my artillery pieces, and we should have the Sunny here. Yep. There's going to be 6 of those in one squad, which is really nice. It gives us a lot of concentration of fire. I'm going to bring in both of my T-64 BV-1s. We'll get my recon, of course. I don't think I'm going to place anything on the left. I could maybe send 1 unit to go capture this, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. I do have this more elite unit of riflemen that I could maybe use, or these BTRs. Let's maybe throw them over there. I'm going to want my HQ units, so we'll bring in the BMP2s, and I would also want supply, so we'll bring that in for sure. That's going to leave us with 75 points. Then we're going to put towards the BMP 1Ps, my more elite BMP 1Ps. Okay, and that's us sorted. Let's unpause, and we'll get my men to sort themselves out. I could pause it just for a second, just to sort out the orders. I should probably do that. So we'll have these two attack. The BRM-1K is going that way. These are all going that way. Just need to sort these out for a second. Akatsaya and Gvozdika can stay back with the supply. Alright, good. And these BTR-70s are going to go and capture Charlie. See what we find in front of us. So my Su-22 napalm is really cheap. So we definitely want to be using that as much as possible. We found our first unit in our way. Those are going to be, let's see, 1A5s. Let's just use the BMP-2s to engage them. I think we'll napalm that. It's probably going to be Martyrs, I would assume. Oh, the Jaguars, okay. That's maybe not so much of a good target then for us. Let's move these back. That artillery is a bit of a pain. I'm going to retreat these. Taking way too much damage. Alright, we need to mortar those. Let's get my artillery into a group, so I'm actually using those as well. We'll put them on the Leopards for now. Okay. These BRMs are going to move back and repair.
Zone captured.
I'm going to change the mode here. And we're going to charge towards these. Actually, let's just do it in normal stance. That's fine. Gonna get them set up in defense near Charlie. And we'll keep pushing up here towards Bravo. Let's move my Akatsaya and Gvozdika because they're being counter-batteried. Yeah, we just absolutely annihilated them. That was really good. So I'm going to bring my BRM-1Ks back up. We'll get my T-64s back in, now that they will be repaired. And we'll have another napalm strike soon that I'm going to use as soon as we see an enemy target. I'm just going to keep using it over and over and over again, make good use of the fact that we have it cheaper. And if we see any tanks like 2A4s or 2A5s, we'll definitely use the TBM strike. I'm not even sure you can get 2A5s in this, I'm not sure it's the right error. I'm going to move these through the cover. We'll leave these ones on the left side so that if we actually discover anything there, we can take them out. It'd be worth sending the BTR-70s to capture the Valley East, but I'm not sure I'm going to do that just yet. Put these on hold fire. I think we just lost line of sight. It does seem like there might be like a line of sight tool. Oh, there is. Okay. So if you hold C, and then from that position you can see the line of sight if you drag it out. It's good to know. Right, we'll napalm those. And I'm going to push forwards on these. Those are Leopard 105s. Move the Sunny. The napalm should finish those off. If it doesn't, we'll use our arty to finish them off. They should retreat soon. That artillery's got to be too much. Yeah. I will move these into cover. Move the supply. Get them resupplied and fixed up. Don't want to move the shulkers. What are they? Oh, 105s. Interesting. More 105s. I'm surprised they're taking much more damage this time around. It might be because the MP2s are actually hitting the mark. Or maybe the BMP2s are close enough to use their infantry to help attack. Ooh, ouch. One of those died. That's not good. That's not what we want at all. I'm going to want to fall back. There's a 2A1s. We'll get these into cover here. Move the Sunny back. Looks like this is some sort of counterattack. Might be a good use of the TBM. There's two sets of 2A4s here. I do need supply further up. Right, they got them in place just in time, but ouch. Those 2A4s really hurt. Or 2A1s really hurt. Might just bring these into position to hold the line. There they are. I keep moving all of this stuff back, including the supply. We don't need it there if we're not repairing anything. At close range, we can do quite a lot of damage here. They bump into us while we're dug in. And we're not quite dug in yet. That's the trouble. Ooh, ouch. Okay, we'll fall back here. I'm going to drop the TBM strike in there. And hopefully that will hit the mark. Because we're taking a lot of damage. Perfect. That was perfect. We took out two sets of 2A1s there. I want to make sure that I kill those. And allow that to fire. Nice. Just kill off as many of those as we can whilst they retreat. Okay, that was a bit of a rough counterattack, but we did manage to survive. Definitely going to want to reinforce my BMP-1 assault engineers, or BMP-2 assault engineer unit at some point. Alright, let's have the Sani move back up. Having these Rifleman plus AT would have been useful there at close range. Now I'm going to try and look for a cap onto the flag here. I guess I can move these forwards. We'll put them on hold fire again. What else could I use? I could bring in more T-64s again. I think I'm going to bring in some more riflemen with AT though. Because on those counterattacks, I think it's actually pretty useful for us to have those dug in behind us almost. Right, we'll have that try and cap this, and we'll continue to move up. Make sure the Shulker's close. Gonna have my riflemen start pushing through there. Gonna change their mode in order to do that. Let's just have these fast move through here. Anything that's on this left side might just be... Huh, okay, we have just found that unit. It's fine. What are they? They're hurting, I can tell you that much. Let's just fall them back. Oh, those are mortars. Oh, those are 2A4s. Wow, okay. Alright, we'll napalm those for sure. It's mortar their mortars, we'll arty their mortars. And attempt to just like zoom down the side here and set up some troops. Don't know what that is. Let's drop an artillery barrage on it. I'm going to stop them holding fire, because if they can help kill those, that would be really useful. Get rid of those 2A4s for good. Well, they didn't decide to run away. I'm going to have this retreat. We'll bring it back in a second. I'm going to move up my artillery in the meantime. I can actually just replace that supply straight away, since I have enough. So these riflemen with AT, I think what I'm going to do is we'll have them be over here to maybe ambush units that come in. And then I can use the BMP ones to continue attacking with the T-64s. I might actually have the T-64s come back and meet the supply. Right, meanwhile, I'm going to move the BMPs over to the left here. We do have 5 minutes left, so we've got to be a little bit careful. I haven't spotted anything here yet. Oh, there we go. No, I did.
5 minutes remaining.
Technically we are riflemen with AT here, so I'm hoping that we're able to take
Zone
them on.
captured.
There's another unit there, which is some sort of infantry, so we'll make sure to hit that. I'm actually not sure they're going to bring in anything, so we're just going to continue to capture behind them. We can capture all of these points. Oh, those got a bit ahead of themselves, didn't they? There are some Leopard 2A4s right there. That is awkward. Let's have these run. And we're going to need assault engineers here. And just stop their airstrike, that's good. Gonna arty that. Hopefully those stop. I'm gonna have to actually run away. Let's bring in some more of these riflemen with AT. I think that'll be useful. I have to keep falling back here. Let's get the Sunny to do a runner. Joker can do a runner. We'll get the BMP2s to come up here and they can flank those units. Meanwhile, I might just send these to intercept. Although they're not going to do too well out in the open. I shouldn't engage with that unit, that's a bad idea. Need to hold fire there and hide. Where did the rest of those units go? They were all charging across the open a second ago. Guess we'll find out.
1 minute remaining.
I would like to capture Kirchhain if I can. But we can allow them to fire now. With any luck we can deal with all of these. That looks like it's the end. Not quite sure what happens in that scenario where like we're currently engaging each other. I guess we'll find out exactly what happens in that scenario. We did lose quite a lot of like BMP-2s along the way, so the BTR-70s died. So it looks like this time around we are probably going to have to focus on kind of reinforcing ourselves just a little bit. But that wasn't too bad of a start on the Kirchhain Air Force base. Next time around we're going to obviously just sweep to the left and capture the rest of the victory point objectives. That is the plan. So we have 300 operational authority. I'm going to basically push these all the way to the max. So we have T-80Us available. And then this is going to give us fire support units as well, which have auto grenade launchers and machine gunners, which are useful for taking on enemy infantry at range. We definitely need more supply. So I'm going to bring that in. And then I think I'm going to look at reinforcing some of these units, particularly the engineers. This one's probably worth it. Let's do this twice, and then we'll do that and these, and then potentially the T-80, although I don't think that's too important because we have quite a lot of those left. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all we want to do, actually. Yeah, okay. With all that done, let's go ahead and take the rest of the airfield. Go to events. We've got our 4 new cards. We've got the one with the enemy battle group, which is an elite enemy battle group will arrive during this phase. Could make things quite difficult. So we're probably going to avoid that one for now. This one could be useful. The allies. A group of allied forces will attack an enemy node at the beginning of the phase. That could be really nice for kind of securing the point very fast, because I don't think it's going to be too useful in the last battles, because the last battles require us to defend. We're currently in phase 5. If I can get away with taking the whole of the Air Force base this phase, then we'd only have to use 2 more. Which, between like this one, the electronic warfare, and the divisional artillery, would probably be fine. I think we do allies this time around, as long as they don't go and attack like one that's not really worth it. We'll do allies though, and I'll try and avoid using the enemy battle group one. Okay, let's go. See how useful these allies really are.
New objective received.
Now we have moved into the night phase. Now this is something that I haven't actually discussed yet. There is a night phase. It does affect how much you can see things. So that's kind of what we're working with here. We can illuminate an area in order to give ourselves a bit more of a advantage with engaging enemy troops. So yeah, we'll see how it goes anyway. Looks like we literally start right in front of each other because we ended as such. So I'm going to be probably bringing in my napalm immediately. We'll illuminate the area, bring in the strikes, and yeah. Do have a BMP-2 back here. Do I need to bring in any new stuff? I'm not sure. We do have the T-80Us we can bring in. I might pop 1 or 2 of those down here. I think that'll be really useful for this engagement. We'll confirm that. We'll give our orders. These can both unload their troops. I'm going to get these to come over here. That can move into position on that. These 2 can be firing away at those, and these need to be driving over here. Alright, let's go. I'm actually just gonna fall that one back, I think. Right, let's kill these T-80, or sorry, these Leopard 105s. Should be able to quite easily. Especially since they aren't dug in at all. Alright, so I managed to get the majority of those out of there. Which is good. Where are my allies at? I'm pretty sure they were supposed to come in at some point. We can illuminate them. Just so that my T-80s get the bonus they need. So some of these will be using like the HGM that they can fire out the front of their gun. I'm probably going to want to move forwards though to avoid this artillery. Gonna get these out. They're gonna go through the cover there. We're demolishing them. That's exactly what you'd expect out of the T-80s at least. Okay, one thing that I should probably start doing is not using my supply next to my artillery and use supply just to fix things. Because by doing it that way, what we can do is we can just retreat these anytime they run out and then just bring them back onto the field, and it's a good way of avoiding wasting supply. I'm gonna get my Shulker over here, we'll get the Sunny over here. Right, what I am gonna need is my BMP-2s. And I'm also going to need some more Rifleman 80. I'm going to stop these. We'll actually bring them back towards the supply. Here comes the allies. Okay, hopefully they can take that. Well, I mean, I would hope they could take that. It's not even defended. But yeah, hopefully they take that and go past it. That would be ideal. I do not know what this is. It looks like leopards. Okay, what we'll do then is push these to the left once they get fixed up. Looks like that's an infantry engagement. We'll use the napalm on these. And these have got to go.
Zone captured. Zone lost.
Alright, we'll do artillery illumination over them so we can see them but they can't see us. Hopefully I can put these in just the right spot for that to work. Okay, they've used their illumination on us. But I think it works both ways, so it's not too bad. They're 2A4s. Kinda need to shoot these Lukes here. They don't get close enough to drop their infantry. Oh, shoot those Lukes.
хорошо, прием.
Okay, kill the Jaguars. This is a big counterattack. I don't know if we just killed like most of their good stuff, but it doesn't seem like they're attacking me with much good stuff. These are both AA units. We just need to kill that Leopard 1A4 and then we can carry on forwards again. And they actually leveled up, that's really good. Oh, here comes the AI, they're attacking nicely. They have actually avoided that one on the left, which is really good. I'm in fact going to bring them back to cap that. And this one in the meantime can cap this. And do I want to TBM strike this? I don't know what it is. Looks like it's engaging for quite a long way away though. Good. Those are the AA pieces, so they are dead. That's good. I need to cap that before I can cap warehouses. I'll move up the BRM 1Ks in just a second. Let's use the Yakatsaya to attack these. They're all 1A5s, so we're absolutely fine. BMP2s are just pushing through.
Zone captured.
Right, I should be able to capture that one straight after, so let's just move back there with the infantry. And these allies are actually really helpful. I don't know if I should be pushing this aggressively with these T-80Us. I don't actually think there's anything here, because we would have spotted it with the BRM. We're going to move the BRM over here. And we'll have them resupplied. Good, we're capturing this very quickly, which is exactly what I wanted to happen.
Zone captured.
Let's arty those. I'm going to napalm this, whatever it is. We'll move the T-80s forward so they can use their main guns. So the Marders, Panzergrens. Great. Right, we can definitely kill those. Let's just charge those.
Zone captured.
I'm going to need to resupply. So we'll resupply those BMP-1Ps. And we'll hit these Marders with Panzergrens. And cut off the left side there. If we could go and capture those for some extra points, that would be good.
Zone captured.
Capturing a lot of points very, very quickly. Having the allies help us is a huge help. Hopefully they stay on the map as well at the end of the battle. That would be really nice. Although I think moving into the next phase, it's different because it's technically a defensive battle. I'll take the level up though. That's nice indeed. Alright, so we're going to deploy these to the right hand side there. And they can be defensive. Move forwards the Shilka. They can actually take this airfield for us. Wow. So 3 to 5 platoons and then 1 to 3 platoons. It's big actually. I'm not sure where that's going to come from either. Alright, so what we can do is try and get into like a defensive point here. Pre-set up would be great. I do have my TBM strike for this if I need it. Getting up on here would be great, actually. So we'll try and do that. And I can just react whichever way I need to. We'll have all of my support weapons in the center. These can just fall back. We'll get them resupplied. Good. I can capture these.
Zone captured.
So far so good. We've captured most of it. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left. So if we kill the counterattack, which appears to be coming in from over here. These look pretty nasty. Not sure what they are, but at the moment, these T-64 are actually not doing a bad job. Is that attacking the T-80Us? It is. Unfortunate. Oh, these are going to have to fall back. I really didn't want to have to do that, but that was my bad for moving them out of cover. The T-80Us should be able to annihilate these at close combat, so that's absolutely fine. I'm a bit worried about the secondary force that's coming in. Oh, there it is. Those are 2A1s. Alright, let's TBM this.
5 minutes remaining.
We'll cap this. I'm going to move up over here and we'll try and kill those artillery pieces. We'll have the riflemen dig in and cap that. I can actually napalm strike this. Big. Really big. And we'll get my supply back over here. I'm hoping we don't lose any, because we're currently 3 out of 3 vehicles. My supply's coming over. Good. Okay, so we can resupply those, get them back on their feet. I'm currently charging their artillery. Get rid of that. That'd be fantastic. Where's this unit? It says there's a unit here. Oh, that's the one that's retreating, I think.
Zone captured.
Ooh, we're getting too close. It kind of looks funny how the mortar fire's coming in. Finish that off, please. Ooh, ouch. Okay, retreat. Getting a little bit overzealous there. But my artillery's arrived again. Get these into cover. Get these into cover. And we'll just bring in some assault engineers. And actually, should I bring in anything? I guess we could. Kind of want it to be in position and ready if we are going to do that. Try and shift over to the left. Maybe we can take the farm over here. Only got 2 minutes though. It's moving in position up there is a little bit risky, I think. Maybe they'll go and destroy some artillery for us. That would be nice. I'm gonna leave those entrenched with the supply at their back. Having the HQ unit come in would be good. I mean, I could definitely bring some stuff up on the left, I guess.
1 minute remaining.
I'm going to use my illumination here so that these guys get the accuracy bonus. Are those dug in? Yeah, they are. Drop a napalm strike on them. Okay, I think we've done pretty well.
Objective completed.
Very, very nice. Yeah, so we lost one BMP-2 there, we lost an Su-22, and then obviously the AI lost a load of stuff at the end, but we killed so much. That was great. That was really, really great. So they are red. They lost 108, wounded 214. They lost 58 vehicles, which is pretty big. So we're in a great position. Let's jump to the next phase. Alright, so we can now choose to move on to the Hornet's Nest mission, which is obviously what I want to do. But, unfortunately guys, it has been my time, so I'm going to leave it here. We have 134 operational authority to use, which we'll probably put towards reinforcements for the most part. I am, however, tempted to grab a few engineer support because like having the defenses is going to be really, really useful for holding, because on the next sector, or the next stage, sorry, we are going to be on the defense. So having engineer support so that we can build hard points will be really, really good. But we'll get into that next time around. That was an interesting little look at the night fighting. I think the night stage of regiments is actually really cool, and it definitely switches things up a bit. It's a little hard to see how illumination and the equipment that units have really affects their combat, if I'm completely honest. I feel like that's one thing that throughout this playthrough and throughout my other playthroughs, I found it quite difficult to determine how much damage my units are actually going to do and their effectiveness, like at a glance. It's kind of difficult to see that. But the illumination mechanic is really, really awesome. You'd like using those flares to get like an accuracy bonus. I didn't really show it off all that well, if I'm completely honest, but yeah, it does help quite a lot. But units do have their own night vision statistic as well, which does kind of negate some of the negative bonuses. So especially like the 2 ATUs there probably didn't really need illumination to do well, which is why they were so accurate. But yeah, there you go. That is a look at phase 4 and 5 of Operation Firebird. Now we're going to be moving on to phase 6 in the next episode, but that's it. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.